Wan Chai is one of Hong Kong Island's most dynamic and layered neighborhoods, a place where heritage and modernity collide in fascinating ways. Originally a fishing village, it evolved into a bustling commercial hub and was once an infamous red light district. Today, it is a vibrant mix of Old Testament buildings, sleek skyscrapers, cultural institutions, and trendy hangout spots. What makes Wan Chai special is its historic charm. You can explore the Wan Chai Heritage Trail, including landmarks such as the Blue House, Pak Tai Temple, and Nam Kut Terrace. From colonial buildings to futuristic buildings such as the Hong Kong Convention and Exhibition Center, the district showcases Hong Kong's architectural evolution. Wan Chai is a foodie paradise. Whether it's dim sum at Phuoc Lam Moon, Thai noodles at Samson, or French fine dining at Aur, Wan Chai's culinary scene is wildly eclectic. Lockhart Road still buzzes with bars and live music at night, though the vibe has shifted from seedy to stylish over the years. Explore the Golden Bauhinia Square, one of the most symbolic landmarks in Hong Kong, and the Expo Promenade, which stretches along the harbor, offering panoramic views of Victoria Harbour and the Kowloon skyline. In this vlog, I will be exploring Wan Chai, including the Wan Chai Heritage Trail, the Hong Kong Convention and Exhibition Center, and the Waterfront Promenade, as well as some prominent streets in Wan Chai. Wan Chai was originally known as Ha Wan, meaning lower ring in Chinese. Wan Chai was home to Chinese villagers and fishermen clustered around the Hongxing Temple, dedicated to the sea god Hongxing Yi. Its name means small bay, reflected in the original coastline before extensive land reclamation reshaped the area. British merchant Lancelot Dent established a base here in the 1840s, sparking development and attracting foreign residents. The area became a mix of dockyards, red light zones like Spring Gardens, and working-class Chinese neighborhoods. Wan Chai hosted Hong Kong's first power station and one of the earliest hospitals, the Seamen's Hospital, and later the Ratanji Hospital. During World War II and the Japanese occupation, Wan Chai endured destruction, starvation, and hardship. Oral histories from residents offer vivid accounts of survival efforts. The district's strategic location made it a military target and base during the war. Wan Chai gained global fame and infamy for its nightlife, especially during the Vietnam War, when US servicemen flocked to its bars and brothels. Films like The World of Susie Wong immortalized this era, blending exoticism with gritty realism. The Hong Kong Convention and Exhibition Center was built on reclaimed land and hosted the 1997 handover ceremony from Britain to China. Despite rapid modernization, Wan Chai retains its soul through projects like the Wan Chai Heritage Trail, which highlights historic buildings like the Blue House, Pak Thai Temple, and the Old Post Office. The district continues to balance redevelopment with cultural conservation, making it one of Hong Kong's most storied neighborhoods. This pulsating district has its share of good time joints and exotic nightlife, but the real news is its thrilling evolution into the city's coolest, most dynamic areas, with a heady mix of old and new and east meets west, and where hip bars and happening restaurants mix with old tenements, buildings, and hidden temples, along with the district's towering skyscrapers. Like much of Hong Kong, Wan Chai was once a small fishing village populated by Chinese settlers. Its strategic harborside location and proximity to the powers that be in Central during the 19th and 20th century. However, it later developed from a spillover for workers and laborers to a wealthy commercial and cultural hub. It's not just the facade of the Bauhinia-era Wan Chai market, but the maze of Wan Chai Road and Bowington Road, where old-fashioned wet markets hum daily. It's the tenement houses on Stone Nulla Lane and the temples and shrines hidden in the back lanes. To get on trend, check out the chic boutiques and eat around Star Street and Ship Street. Best explored on foot, Wan Chai offers a wealth of heritage hideaways and modern hotspots, whether it be nightlife, dining, shopping, or cultural, that make it essential for a stop by for any visitor. There is no need to go to Central to take the Star Ferry, as Star Ferry service is available from Wan Chai to Tsim Sha Tsui. TripAdvisor paints Wan Chai as a vibrant, walkable district that blends heritage, nightlife, and modern flair. With over 600 reviews and a 4.1 star rating, it's ranked among the top 50 attractions in Hong Kong. Visit heritage gems like the Blue House Tak Thai Temple and stone-paved lanes like Lei Tung Avenue. Wan Chai is easily accessible via MTR, trams, and ferries, ideal for self-exploration. Use TripAdvisor's AI to help plan your trip to Wan Chai. The Wan Chai Heritage Trail is a captivating self-guided walking route that brings Hong Kong's layered history to life through architecture, culture, and community stories. Launched in 2009, the trail was designed to showcase the district's transformation from a fishing village into a vibrant urban hub. The trail takes about 2 hours at a relaxed pace to finish, with plenty of spots to linger and explore. The trail is divided into two overlapping routes, the Architectural Heritage Trail and the Cultural Heritage Trail. The Architectural Heritage Trail focuses on historic buildings like the Greenhouse, the Pond, the Blue House, and Bauhaus-style structures, while the Cultural Heritage Trail highlights temples, markets, and community landmarks that have shaped Wan Chai's identity. Download the Wan Chai Heritage Trail map and take a tour of historic sites in Wan Chai. greenhouse in Wan Chai is a rare architectural gem, one of the few surviving examples of balcony-type Tong Lao tenement buildings in Hong Kong. Located at 7 Mallory Street, it is part of a block of 10 historic buildings that date back to the early 20th century, with construction completed between 1916 and 1922. The building was originally unnamed, but eventually the building earned the nickname Greenhouse after its exterior was painted green during government restoration efforts. The site was once home to timber yards and boat builders before being redeveloped into tenement housing by the Hong Kong Land Investment Company. In 2005, it became the first preservation project of the Urban Renewal Authority and was revitalized as Comic's home base in 2013, celebrating Hong Kong's comic and animation culture. The next stop on the Heritage Trail is the Wan Chai Tuberculosis, Chest and Heart Disease Association, located at 266 Queens Road East. Built in Bahas architectural style in the 1950s, it was a former Royal Navy hospital and is now part of the Ratanji Hospital. The Wan Chai Market is the next stop on the market, located on Queens Road East. It was rebuilt in 1937 with streamlined modern architectural style and a curved facade influenced by curvilinear shapes of the early 20th century. The Blue House Clutter is a striking example of Tong Lao. The Blue House is a cultural icon with a rich past, from martial arts schools to free education centers. The Blue House in Wan Chai is one of Hong Kong's most iconic examples of living heritage, a rare case where conservation preserved not just architecture but community life. The name comes from its vivid blue exterior, painted in the 1990s using leftover paint from the water supplies department, a quirky twist that gave it instant character. The Blue House was built in 1922. It's a 4-story Tong Lao building located at 72 to 74A Stone Nutella Lane. The site originally housed Hua Tu Hospital in the 1870s, offering Chinese medical service to locals, and possibly was the first hospital in Wan Chai. After the hospital closed, the building served as a temple, a martial arts school, Tita clinic, and even a free kindergarten. Instead of turning it into a museum or commercial venue, the government allowed the original residents to return after the renovations in 2016. The building now houses 20 apartments, a community courtyard, and the Hong Kong House of Stories, which hosts exhibitions, workshops, and guided tours. It won UNESCO's Award of Excellence for Cultural Heritage Conservation, the highest honor in its category. The Pak Thai Temple, also known as Nukway Temple, is one of Hong Kong Island's most revered and architecturally rich religious sites. Nestled on Long An Street, it's a serene oasis amid the city's urban buzz and is a powerful symbol of local identity and spiritual resilience. Built in 1863 by local residents during the Qing Dynasty, the temple honors Pak Thai, the supreme emperor of the Dark Heaven, a Taoist marital deity believed to protect against evil and natural disasters. Hongxing Temple dates back to before 1847. This temple honors the sea god and reflects Wan Chai's coastal origins. The temple originally stood right on the shoreline, serving as a spiritual refuge for fishermen and sea traders seeking protection from the sea god Hongxing. Over time, land reclamation pushed the coastline northward, leaving the temple landlocked amid high-rises and traffic, a striking contrast to its original setting. Nam Koo Terrace, located on Ship Street, was built in 1918 by the tycoon To Chon Man. The building has been vacant since his passing, but was purchased by Hopewell Holdings in the 1970s for redevelopment. Built in both Chinese and Western architectural styles, it has also been known as the Red House due to the color of its bricks. Reaching the Nam Ku Terrace involves climbing a long set of steep steps. During the Japanese occupation, the mansion was reportedly used as a military brothel or comfort house for Japanese soldiers. This dark chapter gave rise to ghost stories, tales of female voices, ghostly flames, and possessions, especially after a group of teenagers claimed supernatural encounters in 2003. Despite its Grade 1 historic building status, Nam Ku Terrace remains vacant and fenced off. Originally slated for demolition as part of the Hopewell Center 2, public pressure led to a shift towards conservation, though restoration plans remain vague. In a twist of fate, the site is now being considered for use as a marriage registry, a poetic if eerie renovation. The old Wan Chai post office is a quiet architectural treasure with a surprising rich backstory. It is the oldest surviving post office building in Hong Kong, tucked into the junction of Queens Road East and Wan Chai Gap Road. This building was built between 1912 and 1913 and originally opened on March 1st, 1915 as the Wan Chai Post Office. It served the community for 77 years before closing in 1992 and was declared a monument in 1990, making it the only declared monument in Wan Chai. The L-shaped building with a pitched roof, gable ends, and subtle colonial moldings are modest but elegant. It wasn't originally designed to be a post office, which adds to the quirky charm. In 1993, it was repurposed as the Wan Chai Environmental Resource Center, and in 2024, it was renamed No Carbon House, promoting carbon neutrality and sustainable living. It's a key stop on the Wan Chai Heritage Trail, linking past and present through adaptive reuse. The pond on Johnson Road is a standout example of heritage revitalization in Wan Chai, where colonial-era architecture meets contemporary dining and cultural storytelling. Originally built in 1888, the building was home to the Wu Chong Pawn Shop, one of the earliest tenants. It is a classic Tong Lao with balcony facades, French-style windows, and a gently concave veranda that curves along Johnson Road. The structure is part of a block of 4 connected shop houses, now listed as a Grade 2 historic building, and is featured on the Wan Chai Heritage Trail. After restoration in 2007, the building was transformed into The Pond, a stylish restaurant and bar concept spread across multiple floors. On the first floor, you have the Botanicals Bar. The second floor is the kitchen, which offers refined British fare. And on the rooftop, you have a hidden terrace garden open to the public, perfect for sunset views and tram spotting. Visiting the Wan Chai Heritage Trail is like stepping into a living museum, one that blends Hong Kong's layered history into a vibrant street life and architectural storytelling. The trail showcases 15 heritage trails from Qing-era temples to colonial shophouses and post-war tenements. It's mostly flat and takes about 2 hours with plenty of spots to pause and snack or reflect. Whether you're into architecture, urban history, or just want to see a side of Hong Kong that's often overlooked, the Wan Chai Heritage Trail offers a rich, immersive experience. See Hong Kong's legendary landmarks on a hop-on, hop-off Hong Kong BigBus tour. Hop on to see a variety of traditional temples, historic colonial sites, and contemporary Hong Kong architecture on Hong Kong Island. The essential ticket is the most commonly booked ticket. It includes the 24-hour hop-on, hop-off for the red, green, and blue routes, along with a Star Ferry trip with return trip. Use my link to book your BigBus tour in Hong Kong. See the sights of Hong Kong with a private guide on a customizable half-day walking tour. Designed to provide a detailed introduction to the city at the beginning of your trip before you explore more on your own, or if you have limited time in the city. This tour will be tailored to your interests, which you'll provide after booking. Then enjoy an exploration specific to you, from history and culture to food, markets, and local neighborhoods. Use my link to join this guided walking tour in Hong Kong using Viator. Star Street Precinct is Wan Chai's quiet, fashionable enclave, a constellation of charm tucked between Queens Road East and Pacific Place. What began as the site of Hong Kong's first power station in 1890 has evolved into a stylish, walkable neighborhood with a celestial name scheme: Star Street, Moon Street, Sun Street, and St. Francis Yard. The area was once a burial ground for non-Chinese residents in the 1840s, but was later replaced by residential buildings. The Hong Kong Electric Power Plant lit up the city's first electric street lamps, inspiring the poetic street names drawn from the three-character classic. Swire Properties began revitalizing the precinct in the late 1980s, transforming it into a curated lifestyle hub. Star Street Precinct is a place where heritage meets hip. It's quieter than the rest of Wan Chai, yet full of surprises. It's ideal for a weekend wander, a date night, or a solo escape into arts, food, and history. Johnson Road is often mistakenly called Johnson Street. It is one of Wan Chai's main arteries, running parallel to Queens Road East and Lockhart Road. It's a street that encapsulates the district's evolution from colonial outpost to cosmopolitan hub. Named after Alexander Robert Johnston, a British colonial administrator who served as acting governor in the 1840s, it was one of the earliest roads laid out on Hong Kong Island, forming part of the original street grid in Wan Chai. The road once hugged the shoreline before land reclamation pushed the coastline northward. On Johnson Road, you will find a blend of Tong Lau, modern high-rises, and revitalized heritage buildings like the Pond. The old Wan Chai post office sits at the junction with Wan Chai Gap Road, offering a quiet counterpoint to the street's bustle. Johnston Road is lined with local shops, wet markets, cafes, and tram stops, making it a lively corridor of daily life. It connects to Lee Tung Avenue, a pedestrian-friendly boulevard known for its seasonal decorations and boutique shops. Lockhart Road is one of Wan Chai's most iconic thoroughfares, a street that stretches from Arsenal Street into the west to East Point Road in the east. It's more than just a road, it's a living timeline of Hong Kong's urban and cultural evolution. What makes Lockhart Road stand out is its colonial legacy, nightlife history, and cultural pulse. Lockhart Road was named after Sir James Stuart Lockhart, who was a key colonial administrator who helped shape Hong Kong's early governance. Lockhart Road was once an infamous red light district, especially during the Vietnam War era. It was immortalized in the world of Susie Wong. Today, it's a mix of dive bars, upscale lounges, and international pubs. The western end remains a nightlife hotspot, while the eastern stretch near Causeway Bay leans more towards commercial and residential. Located in the Lockhart Road Municipal Services Building is a wet market, which is a great spot for fresh produce and local snacks. 382 Lockhart Road is a modern lifestyle office hub offering flexible workspaces and amenities, reflecting the district's shift towards innovation and entrepreneurship. Lockhart Road is a street of contrast where neon nostalgia meets modern renovation. Lee Tung Avenue is ideal for strolling. It's one of the few tree-lined, stone-paved pedestrian walkways in Hong Kong. You can chill out on the sidewalk cafes and laid-back restaurants or wander through the local and international stores selling everything from designer accessories to brand-name kitchenware. Should you decide to hang around long enough, you might catch its transformation into a lively dinner and drinks hub. Located at the heart of the intimate Wan Chai community, Lee Tung Avenue is surrounded by local stores, market stalls, and down-to-earth joints. Once lined with wedding invitation printers, the street was redeveloped between 2007 and 2015 into a stylish promenade with sidewalk cafes, gourmet restaurants, and fashion boutiques. It is known for its seasonal decorations, such as during Chinese New Year's, as it is decorated with red lanterns, butterflies in the spring, and festive lights in December, creating a cinematic atmosphere. Try modern Chinese restaurant for elevated Chinese cuisine, or explore SP Dance for a unique boutique experience. The Avenue regularly hosts both local and international labels, making it a hotspot for creative shopping. H10 Avenue is part of Wan Chai's broader revitalization, linking heritage sites like Blue House and Namku Terrace with newer redevelopments like the Hopewell Center. Try Audible Plus today, where you can stream and download thousands of shows and titles from the Plus catalog, including Audible originals, audiobooks, and podcasts. Audible is perfect for when you're in long commutes, like when I was traveling from New Jersey to New York City, or from Manhattan to Flushing. Use the link in the description to get your free trial. Located on the north shore of Hong Kong Island, the Hong Kong Convention and Exhibition Center is easily accessible via the Star Ferry, whose Wan Chai Pier is situated just east of the main building and operates from the Hong Kong Convention and Exhibition Center across Victoria Harbour to Tsim Sha Tsui. The Hong Kong Convention and Exhibition Center is one of the two major convention and exhibition venues in Hong Kong, along with Asia World Expo. It is located in Wan Chai North, Hong Kong Island, built along the Victoria Harbour, and is conveniently linked by covered walkways to nearby hotels and commercial buildings. The original building was built on reclaimed land off Rochester Road in 1988. The glass curtain was the world's largest at the time, overlooking the Victoria Harbour on three sides. The second phase of the center, located on an artificial island, was constructed from 1994 to 1997 and features a bird-like rooftop, also referred to as a turtle by some critics. Originally, Phase 2 was connected to Phase 1, an atrium link, and to Convention Road with two road bridges, but now the two phases are connected by an expanded exhibition hall. The Hong Kong Convention and Exhibition Center made a second expansion between 2006 and 2009. Upon completion, the $1.4 billion expansion added 19,400 square meters to the convention center, bringing the total exhibition space to nearly 83,000 square meters and total rentable function space to over 92,000 square meters. With its vast curtain of glass and 40,000 square meters and 40,000 square meter aluminum roof sculpted to echo a seabird soaring in flight. The striking Hong Kong Convention and Exhibition Center is a major landmark on Hong Kong Island skyline. The Convention and Exhibition Center was voted Best Convention and Exhibition Center in Asia 13 times among industry awards from 2001 to 2016. Numerous functions are held at the Convention and Exhibition Center every year, including exhibitions, conventions and meetings, banquets, the Hong Kong Food Expo, the Hong Kong Food Festival, the Hong Kong Book Fair, Hong Kong Optical Fair, and other special events. The center hosts more than 45 international trade fairs for buyers from more than 100 countries each year, including the world's largest leather fair and watch and clock fair. The regular international fairs for giftware, toys, fashion, jewelry, electronics are all Asia's largest. In addition, the Hong Kong Convention and Exhibition Center hosts the annual Film Expo Cine-Asia, where all major Hollywood studios present their upcoming productions to the Asian theatrical industry. Golden Bauhinia Square is one of Hong Kong's most symbolic public spaces, a site where history, national identity, and waterfront leisure converge. Situated in Wan Chai, right outside the Hong Kong Convention and Exhibition Center, the square features a 6-meter gilded sculpture of the Bauhinia Lacana, Hong Kong's floral emblem. It was a gift from the Chinese central government to commemorate the 97 handover, marking the establishment of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region. A daily flag-raising ceremony takes place at 8 a.m., conducted by the Hong Kong Police Force in ceremonial attire. Special ceremonies are held on July 1st and October 1st, featuring rifle units and musical performances by the Police Pipe Band. Located just adjacent to the Expo Promenade, the square offers panoramic views of Victoria Harbour and is a prime spot to watch the Symphony of Lights laser show at night. Golden Bauhinia Square is not just a photo op spot, it's a place where Hong Kong's past and present meet in full view of the harbor. The Wan Chai Waterfront Promenade is a vibrant slice of Hong Kong's evolving harborfront, where urban renewal meets playful design and living heritage. Between the Hong Kong Convention and Exhibition Center and the Wan Chai Star Ferry Pier stands the Wan Chai Waterfront Promenade, officially named the Wan Chai Temporary Waterfront Promenade. The Wan Chai waterfront stretches 560 meters and is part of the 5.5 kilometer long Victoria Harbour Promenade. Its minimalist concrete path, elegant wood furniture, and whimsical art installations by local artists make it a standout feature. The Wan Chai Waterfront Promenade offers panoramic vistas of Victoria Harbour and Kowloon skyline. Is perfect for activities like jogging, strolling, photography, and occasional performances at the open-air amphitheater. Harbor Chill Zone is a family-friendly area with paddle boats, playful installations, movable animal-shaped furniture, pink swings, and whimsical shelters. Create a playful, photogenic vibe. It includes winning entries from a design competition like Anamorphosis, which plays with optical illusion and perspective. Over 180 trees were planted with species chosen to support local wildlife and seasonal blooms. The promenade has wind-powered lighting, solar lamps, and seating made from typhoon-felled trees. The Wan Chai Waterfront Promenade is a vibrant slice of Hong Kong's evolving harborfront where urban renewal meets playful design and living courage. The Hong Kong Convention and Exhibition Center is located on the Golden Bauhinia Square, reclaimed from the sea in Wan Chai, overlooking the beautiful Victoria Harbour, and hosts a variety of exhibitions every year. The shape of the huge building is rather streamlined, like a seabird about to fly high, and the large glass curtain wall facing the Victoria Harbour is full of modernity. Use Trip.com to plan your trip accordingly. The Golden Bauhinia Square is located next to the Wan Chai Convention and Exhibition Center. On the square stands the Golden Bauhinia bronze statue to commemorate the return to the People's Republic of China. Here you can watch the solemn flag-raising ceremony. The square is surrounded by Victoria Harbour on 3 sides and faces Tsim Sha Tsui across the sea. The Golden Bauhinia Square is very small, but many tourists come for the memorial statue that commemorates the return. Use my link to plan your trip here using Trip.com. From colonial-era tenements like Blue House to the Pak Thai Temple, Wan Chai preserves the stories of resilience and transformation. Visit the Wan Chai Heritage Trail to find out more about Wan Chai's history. Shop at unique and fascinating streets such as Lei Tong Avenue, Tai Yuen Street, and Star Street Crescent. Stop by the Hong Kong Convention and Exhibition Center for exciting events like the Food Expo, Book Fair, and other international trade fairs. And just outside the exhibition center, you will find the Golden Bauhinia Square, where you can catch a glimpse of the beautiful Victoria Harbor. The Wan Chai Waterfront Promenade and Harbor Chill Zone showcase playful, community-driven design on reclaimed land, ideal for urbanists and planners alike. Wan Chai is one of Hong Kong's most compelling neighborhoods, a place where living heritage, urban renovation, and cultural vibrancy converge in a tight, walkable grid. In my next vlog, I'll be talking about the Star Ferry.